What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a wicked day. In this video we're going to be checking out something completely different. We're going to be checking out a disability sport. It's called PowerChair football, and this is something I've been playing for the last 15 odd years or something like that. So I thought in this video we'd check it out. I'll show you what it's all about, because I bet there's a lot of people who don't even know what this is. So I thought I'll go through some footage of a match that I played last weekend. It's about 10 minutes or so. I'm going to show you a clip, and yeah, just thought I'll go over the game, talk about some of the rules and how the game's supposed to be played and stuff like that. Thought we'd check out. So if you're enjoying this type of stuff, make sure you like and subscribe, and if you want to see more PowerChair football, I can do more videos like this. I can even take a GoPro to training if you want to see what training looks like. But yeah man, anyway, there's enough talking. Let's get straight into the video and let's talk about some PowerChair football. Let's take a look. Alright, so before we talk about the clip, I'm just gonna go over a couple basic rules. PowerChair football, you have 4 players on each team, and my team's on the team closest to you on the camera. So we've got this guy. If you can see my mouse, I've got this guy. He's on my team. That's Reese Mallet. He's our captain, very experienced player. Over here in the orange, we got Jacob Vickers. He's our goalkeeper. Sometimes he plays wing as well. Then in the middle here, that's one of our players. His name's Rikin Shaw. He's probably he's our middle player. Sometimes plays wing. Very experienced as well. And then this sexy guy obviously is me. Obviously it's me because obviously sexy guy, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I've been playing for quite a while, 15 years I think, maybe 10 years, more like 10 years. Yeah, I've been playing for a while, and yeah, I play on the wing or in goal as well sometimes. So yeah, you have 4 sides. So like I said, you have a goalkeeper, you have a left wing, you have a right wing, and you have a center player. And both teams have substitutes as well. And you're allowed unlimited substitutions, so you can keep making subs throughout the game if you want. There's no rules like that. And the biggest rule I want to talk about is 2-on-1. So we have a rule in the game, it's called 2-on-1, where if there's 2 players in the same team closer than 3 meters together, and an opposite player gets close to them, that's called a 2-on-1. So basically the 2-on-1 rule stops the game getting scruffy, because you can imagine people just block the pitch with their wheelchairs and it wouldn't look good at all. So the 2-on-1 rule promotes your players from spreading out, so that you can actually hit passing lanes and stuff like that. So that's a little explanation. I can make another video if you want to know more about the rules and regulations, but let's just continue anyway. So let's just play the clip here. Alright, so here we go. So we got a throw in here.
Less than 10 minutes left now. Mallet for Shah. Shah trying to get it across to Palmer now. Palmer's come on and Murray's come off, so substitution for...
So just there you get a feel for the game a little bit. The objective is to try turn in your chair and hit the ball. So a lot of people think PowerChair football, if you're playing in powered wheelchairs, people just like put the ball at the front of the chair and drive forward. So you can play like that, but what a lot of teams want to do is try to pass the ball about. So you can see they're like swinging your chair left to right. So the other team got thrown now, so they're just going to try to get as much territory as they can. So he's played it inside, he's played it into our player. And unlucky, he didn't quite hit it. It's back to me. It's a nice little soft there, touch there from me. So he plays it back, I play it back to him. He's going across, and unlucky there.
Hassan's got it covered. There's a lot of pressure on those 2 players, D and Hassan.
So you can see there, that was a very nice passing play, and that's basically what we're going to try and do.
Involved in much defence near the goal line. Whitworth playing midfield.
Alright, so we've got Reese taking the throw again. If you can see there, I'm on the back stick there. I'm back post waiting for the ball to get to me, so that I can obviously tap in for a goal. That's the objective here. You can see Rick and Shaw number 23 is dropping a bit deep. So he wants Reese to find him a bit deep so that he can switch it to me, and we can try to score a goal.
On the ball.
So let's see, can we do it? And the defender's read it.
I think was looking for Palmer, unless he was just trying to take
try to flick it to me.
Pass now. Palmer.
I've tried to get it back to Reese, but it's a bit of a shit pass.
Mallet's come in.
So I don't know if you saw that the ball's gone to Ricken and I've backed out. Because if I get too close to Ricken, that's a 2-on-1. So if I take it back there. So here I'll just rewind it back 10 seconds. You see here. As the ball comes to me there. And then I back out right now. Because if I get too close, it's a 2-on-1. That's it.
Come in. Rickenshaw has stepped into.
And tried to flick out.
Back to Shaw. Got a bit shot chance.
And it's unlucky there by Reese. As you can see, he's just trying to find a pass across the pitch. And it's just unlucky he didn't get it.
Likely he was trying to make a cross there to Palmer, which would have been the right shout.
Ricken's on the ball. Again, you see there back out. Make sure I don't get close to Ricken. And he's doing some battling here. It's good battling.
It's been some time since Sale have had the ball in the.
Ricken's very good at this type of battling. He's good at fighting on with the ball. And now Ricken's going to flick it. Yeah.
Played it to
unlucky there.
The wrong way for Palmer.
And you can see there the ball came to me quite quick. I was unable to control it and keep it in. It's a bit unlucky there.
Not set to receive that. The ball just bounced unexpectedly.
So here I just sort of take the ball, go around him. And that's a 2-on-1 there.
That was alright. There was no.
So if you see there were two Sale players next to each other. I got in the way, so it's a 2-on-1. So we get a free kick.
So setting up for a set play.
So let's see what happens here.
Not taking it. Shaw to Mallet.
So Ricken drills it to me.
For Palmer, back to.
And unlucky there. My pass back was a bit too hard, so Ricken couldn't quite get to it. But the idea was there. If Ricken's able to get that, he can pass that back to me and I've got a potential shot at goal. But obviously the pass didn't work. But the idea was there. So unfortunately the guys kicked it straight to our team. And Ricken's back on the ball. Back to Ricken. To me. Across to Reese. Reese to me. Me back to Reese. And Reese with the shot. Eyes hit the post. And that's beautiful football right there.
That was a tremendous passage of play.
That was fantastic football. I'm going to rewind that again just for a second.
Working across the pitch, just making it too hard.
So let's rewind that again. That whole. There we go.
Bumper from Shaw back to
so it starts off here. Ricken gives it to Reese. Reese back to Ricken. Ricken to me. I fire it across. It's back to me. It's back to across. And that's unlucky. So again, if I take it back here. So here, Reese fires the ball to me quite hard, right? Over here. Now, over here, I can see the defenders expecting me to shoot. As the ball comes to me there, I can obviously take a shot here. But I think the other team's expecting the shot. So what I did is try reverse it back to Reese to give him a better chance at scoring. Because those defenders aren't going to expect me to pass this ball. So that's exactly what I do. Instead of shooting, I pass it back to him. And Reese creates the space. And he just doesn't quite get the post. He's very unlucky there. That's that textbook football.
That was a tremendous passage of play. Could see what they were trying
to do.
Exactly. Across the pitch, just making it too hard for Sale to follow. Gap opened up and Mallet hit.
Yes, it's very unlucky. This great passing play hit.
It's a corner.
So this is a corner. He's going to try to drill it into Ricken.
So, Mallet with the corner. Mallet to Shaw. Shaw.
Unfortunately, Ricken shoots that.
Does it work to find the gap between D and Hassan?
Obviously, as a winger, I'd want him to pass that to me instead of him shooting that. But if we don't shoot, don't score, I suppose.
Kind of the pairing of the game, those two dictating.
So the other team make a break for it. Ricken cleans up.
Shaw steps in again.
Tries to get round the guy. Yeah, beautiful move here.
Taking it round with.
And the other team just kick out. Okay, so it's off route.
Gets the ball out of dodge. But it's a kick in now to Mallet.
Alright, so Reese with the ball. Into Ricken.
Trying to find Shah. He's got him.
That's a bit unlucky there.
Shah's taking the ball around.
I come for the ball.
It's recovered.
Tried to get to Ricken, but I don't hit it hard enough. And that's a foul.
I think. Yep.
So Ricken crashes into the hole.
Sale kick.
Into Dan Hole over there, so he gets a free kick.
Holt.
but they don't do much with it.
Shah picks it up again.
He leaves it off to me.
Balls with Palmer. Can Palmer
I'll get it back to
fast enough?
Ricken. That should be a 2-on-1.
Ref's
Yep.
going to give 2-on-1.
My pass there was a little shit again. A bit too soft.
I think the ref has been giving advantage. He would have given advantage there.
Right, so Ricken hits me. I hit Reese.
They couldn't. Now's the chance, is it, for Mallet? He has to send it back to...
Unfortunately, there, I'll take that back again. As this ball comes to Reese here, you can see he's reversing. So what he's doing, he's waiting for the ball. Ideally, what we want is if Reese drives forward at the ball, he can poke it back to Ricken or poke it back to me. Instead, he's kind of waited for it. As he waits for it, he tries to find the pass, but the keeper's cut the angle out. So if he drove to the ball with the front bumper, he could poke it back. We call that a pick-off. You pick off back to the middle player, or he can pick it off to me. And we got a good chance of scoring, but he waits for it thinking he can get a shot, but it wasn't the right play. But, you know, he tried the shot anyway. The ball does bounce back.
Palmer.
I try hit Reese. Reese hits me.
Palmer going to finish. No. Oh.
Now, unfortunately,
Picked it up.
a bit freeze there. Unfortunately, I think if I shoot that ball, I'll probably score. But I didn't take the shot on for some reason. Not sure. I don't think I saw it, but as a mistake by me, if I shoot, I'll probably score.
Whitworth's got it back to Shah, and D's had to recover.
Unlucky there. The ball comes off me, so it's the other team's throwing.
So that's a kick into Sale. D.
Nice little touch by me. I play it to Ricken.
Palmer then backs off, lets Shah take the ball away.
Ricken's fine, the guy. Gets a flick out. If Reese can get this back to him. Oh, unlucky there. So that's a pick off. So that's what I was talking about from bumper. If he manages to get that, then Ricken can switch it to me, and we got a good chance of scoring. But it's unlucky there. So just to put this, as you can see, this game is based off timing quite a lot. If you're going to swing and hit the ball, if you mistime it by, you know, a couple tenths of a second, that means you could potentially miss the ball. You miss what you're aiming at. So it's all about timing. It's very difficult. And players like myself, we can't quite see all the way behind us. So at certain stages where it's spinning at the ball, but we can't see where the ball is. As the ball rolls past us, we're calculating where it's going and we're trying to hit it like that. So you can't even actually see it. So it's a very difficult skill. Up here, at this camera angle, it looks very slow. Like the ball moves around quite slowly. It's quite easy to predict. When you're on the pitch, however, it feels completely different. It feels very quick. And when you're playing the top teams, they move the ball around so fast that you feel like you're lost sometimes. Like sometimes it's very difficult to read and find out, you know, try to block off the space. Because some players are very good at blocking off. And this division I'm playing in, this is the Championship. So it's not even the top division. If you go in the Premier League, almost every team can pass the ball and they will move it around you if you're not careful. So this is just a quite a slow level right now. But obviously we're hoping to get up to the Premier League, but let's see. But you have to be very good to play up there.
It's 2-0 to Warriors. Just over 3 minutes.
So Reese hits off the guy. That's off for it.
From the passages of
right, so I move across to the other side.
Coming back into the game.
There. I get the ball back. Ricken passes it back. I give it back to Ricken, but again, it's a bit of a shit pass. Alright, so there, if you can see, I move across the other side because if I stay there, we're going to get caught with the 2-on-1. And obviously, nobody can really pass the ball to me if I'm there. So I go across to the other side so that Ricken can try to switch it to Reese. Reese can try to find me, and I'm going to try to find a shot. That's what we're going for here. So if he flicks that there, but he doesn't take the flick on, which is a bit frustrating. If he flicks that, we got a chance. And here he gets round, tries to do the keeper, and he's just unlucky there. For me, instead he should have flicked that out and passed it to me. But instead he went for the shot himself. It's unlucky there.
Playing Borough at 3:30.
That's a good pass. Reese can't quite gather the ball. See, he switches it to me. I'm back to Ricken. Ricken hits it back to me. Can we hit? Oh, no, we can't. Jeez. Again, big mistake by myself. I really should be hitting that. I wasn't far away, it was really close, but
on this pitch.
unfortunately,
Warriors
didn't
have
quite
done
get it.
what they've needed to.
Again, if you're playing Premier
Got the
League,
win.
Premier League players smash that all day long.
Difference ticking up.
So not quite at the level.
This should take them.
I was unlucky there.
Points clear. Although
Good pass there, Ricken's trying to cut out there. That should be a 2-on-1. The ref's playing advantage. Reese is moving. So if Ricken can flick it, flick. He doesn't get the flick. A flick out or hit it off him, win it.
Drop all of the remaining points.
There you go, so Ricken plays the ball off the guy's chair. It means it's our corner. And here you can see our goalkeeper Jacob's coming up here. So he is an option. Now this is something a lot of top teams do. They play something called 4 out, which means all 4 players are in sort of push up in attacking positions. So the middle player and the goalkeeper, they sort of play in the middle together. The keepers are slightly further back than the middle player, and the goalkeeper essentially plays as a second middle player. So that's kind of what top advanced teams are doing. We can do it with set pieces with the goalkeeper. Something we're trying to learn, but at the moment we're keeping it quite safe. So you can see Jacob is the option.
So match clock.
Obviously, if this is me, if I'm Reese, I'm trying to get Jacob here. So we get to Ricken, and Ricken tries a shot. It's unlucky.
Seen a bit of that throughout the game.
There, if Ricken flicks out to me.
Shah tries to find the gap.
Unfortunately, I went for the ball there, so that's a 2-on-1. Unfortunately.
I'm not sure what the ref's given there.
Which, if you see, I do move out the way, so I mean it's a bit harsh for a 2-on-1, but if you're trying to move out the way, they shouldn't give it, but some refs think you're moving too slow, so they pull up anyway. So Ricken cuts it off to Reese, and Reese is unlucky there.
Critical game on the right.
So again, if Reese can gather the ball, get it back to Ricken, the goal is actually open. Because the keepers come out, so we're unlucky there.
Harder for Manu to reach the Nomad Knights.
So Ricken tries a touch, trusted the 2-touch flick, unlucky there.
Challenge for a playoff place.
And he does him, gets round him. And can he flick it out to me? Yes, he can. I go for wrong pass, but I flick out to Ricken. Ricken back to Reese. Can Reese find me? No, unlucky there. So there Reese is facing forward. There I'd ideally want Reese to be facing backwards so that he can sweep out the ball. If he's facing forwards, he can only drive out the ball. If you're facing backwards or sideways, you can turn your chair each way and spin and hit the ball. So ideally, you want him to try flick that back.
Just in control.
So there he wins the flick. Ricken's going in for it. I back off to create space.
Ball's out, must be a Warriors.
And that's their ball, unlucky.
Come off Shah. So that's game clocks at 0. It's with the ref.
So Ricken's try cut it out. Yeah, Reese is here now to me.
Mallet with a
and yeah. So unfortunately there, the goalkeeper actually gets us a touch on the ball there. So as I'm waiting for it, I'm predicting the ball's going to go towards the back of the chair. As the keeper touches it, it gathers momentum and I can't quite catch it, unfortunately. But yeah, if I could have reversed a bit earlier, maybe I could potentially got it. But again, I can't quite see behind me, so it's a tough one. But yeah, that's unfortunate.
Saved by D, could have come off Palmer.
Yeah, exactly. So I was close, but not quite close enough.
It's a corner.
Alright, so it's the 40th minute. It's the end.
So this will be the last.
So now into added time, so I think they add maybe 2 minutes on. So it's the final corner. Reese is going to take it. And Ricken's in the middle.
Mallet.
So what Ricken's trying to do here is try to get Reese to hit it between the gap where Ricken is. So Ricken can try to let it get across to me. That's the plan anyway.
Where's he going? I think he's...
Alright, so he's moved out. So here I would actually use Jacob again, use the goalkeeper.
Mallet to Shah.
And I was unlucky there.
And the refs.
And that's full time.
The time. So
that's it.
Win from Warriors, 2-0.
Decent performance.
Moves them up into...
Alright man, so yeah, that's PowerChair football for you. It's quite different. A lot of people don't know this exists. Like I said, I've been playing, I think, for 12 years to be exact. But yeah, playing for a long time. A lot of people don't know about it. So I thought I'll put it up on this channel, see how it does. See if people want to see more. If not, no problem. Yeah, man, let me know what your thoughts are on the sport. So let me know if you play it yourself. You might be watching, you might know me. And in case, tell me how you found the sport. And yeah, man, if you got any other questions about the game, you want me to make any videos explaining it, I can do, no problem about it. Yeah, man, that's PowerChair Football. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.